What's up? So over the next 3 days, I am doing a resort shoot. And I'm gonna take you guys behind the scenes and vlogging the entire process of what it looks like to do a resort shoot that you actually get paid for. So let's go. What's up guys? Good morning. We just landed in Lihue, Kauai, and we got a job for the next few days here. We're actually doing a resort job. Super stoked about. So yeah, I'm gonna take you along on what it looks like to actually shoot a resort, so you'll be able to see the inside scoop of what it actually looks like. And also I get this question quite a bit, and that is, when I do these jobs, does the company actually pay for travel? And the answer to that is yes. So things like flights, hotels, food compensation, like they comp food and beverage, rental cars, basically anything that you need for travel, you should be reimbursed for at least, or they should be covering, because you don't want to be coming out of pocket, especially if they're paying you your day rate. You don't want to come out of pocket just to show up, because the bare minimum is you have to travel to get here, right? So yes, the answer is you absolutely should have them cover that. And yeah, other than that, let's go. We just got to the resort. Let's go ahead and check in. This is actually my third time at this resort. Beautiful place. Thank you. So this resort actually got voted best pool in America a few times in a row by Travel and Leisure, and you're about to see why, because this, I mean, it's super nice. Check this out. Well, you're gonna see it a lot in the vlog, obviously, because I'm shooting it, but I mean, it's like paradise back there. Super nice. So one of the nice parts about shooting resorts that are out of town is that you actually get to stay at the resort. So they set us up with I think it's a 1-bedroom villa. We're about to check it out. Give us your first take.
Ooh,
wow.
Look how nice this is.
Very nice. Look at that.
Wow.
What do we got here?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god.
We got us some waters, and these are like the best chocolates ever.
Yes.
Awesome. So we're setting up a scene right now. One of the most important things when it comes to hotels is obviously the room, right? And luckily we have an amazing room here. Huge living room. There's a kitchen. There's a big bathroom. So we're gonna try to make the most of it and shoot a bunch of stuff here. We got Abby set up to do a scene, and we're gonna do, it's actually like 3 p.m. right now, but we're gonna do like a morning wake up scene. So yeah. So I was reading this magazine. This is the Kauai Savvy 360 magazine. I turned to page like 3. Let's see, not page 3, like page 10. Would you look at that? That's me right there. I didn't even know this was in the magazine. Pretty cool. So when I do these resort shoots, especially in destinations like we're in Kauai right now, a lot of times I'll like to actually kind of film the surrounding areas, destinations, things to do. So we're here at Wailua Falls. I don't know if you can see it in the background. Not really, but we're gonna hike down to the bottom of it and get some shots, basically because I want to be able to show that Kauai is like an epic hiking destination. So this is a really cool waterfall that we're gonna shoot at. And I'm gonna try to incorporate it into some of the videos that we do. And basically I'm gonna try to get a bunch of B-roll, see if I can maybe match cut some stuff with the resort. The resort has a waterfall as well, so maybe we can match cut some stuff and yeah, see what we can get. So Abby saw some random strangers going this way, which prompted her to believe that we should go this way. So we shall see if this is better. Yes, I've been to this waterfall 3 times, Abby's been once. So we'll see if this is a better way, but it's looking a little precarious. So we just made it to the bottom of Wailua Falls, and you can see incredible waterfall. So I'm gonna send up the drone. Actually, so the sun's not out right now, but once it comes out, there's a really nice rainbow that comes over the falls there with the mist. So we're gonna hit that. And then I'm also gonna get some shots with Abby, who's behind the camera right now, of her kind of walking around. We might even get some couple shots of us down on that beach down there. with the drone, and probably some tighter shots that we can match cut with the waterfall and also the waterfall at the resort.
Got some bug bites there.
Yeah, the Abby's bug bite special. So yeah, Abby put her brain cells, 2 brain cells together and got this one. Which is
My
great.
all 2 brain cells?
Yep, yep,
That's really sweet of you
yep.
to say that. Wow.
Yes, but well, we don't know if this is a good idea yet. We'll let you know here in about. We'll actually cut to it right now and see if this actually works. Worked a little bit, but not for long.
I actually didn't get any.
Maybe I'm just a sweeter.
You want to look like Gotham?
It's just my natural pose. It's like,
Is it film aesthetic B-roll shots of you and then you go crouch on some rock like a crazy person?
can anyone relate? Does anyone like have great posture, but then when they shoot, they're just like a hunchback of Notre Dame or something? Because that's what Abby always says. I put a turtle on my back when I shoot. It's always because I have the camera so low. Like I don't know if you can see this. Here, I'll just film it so you can actually see what's going on. But there's like this foreground stuff in the background right here. So of course I have to be super low. When you're shooting these places, because they're so popular, there's also like 50 people down here. So the key is, how do you make this place look really epic, which it already is, but also that you are the only one there. That's the key with framing that we're trying to figure out.
So this was so much fun. We got a bunch of photos and videos. So right now it is 3:26, and I do wish we got here earlier because the sun would have been like over there, and then it would have lit up the waterfall in that area. Other than that, this has been so much fun. I have no mosquito bites on me. Oh, preparing for the bugs.
All right, we just finished up at Wailua Falls, so we're about to head back to the resort. We got another about half day or so of shooting. We're gonna head over there and knock out some pool shots while it's still kind of sunny out, and we're probably gonna do some sunset shots as well. Maybe even like kind of a date night kind of feel where it's, you know, 2 drinks or something like that at sunset. I don't know. We'll figure out once we get there and we kind of scout out the location a little bit. So we'll see you there. We got about half an hour until sunset, so we're gonna try to make the most of that. We're gonna do a little shoot. They have an infinity pool up here. We're gonna try to do a shoot. Originally, I was gonna try to get some drinks and set up kind of a scene with Abby, but I think it might be a little bit too late. I don't know how long they're gonna take to make the drinks, so I don't wanna risk it. We're just gonna get the shot anyways, so we're gonna set up. So I'm taking the camera in the pool, and we're about to get a shot. Good morning, guys. So today we are doing another adventure. It's actually a bucket list adventure that Abby and I have been wanting to do forever. We've lived here like 6 years and still haven't done it. But we are doing a rafting tour of the Napali Coast. Maybe you've seen footage of this before. Maybe I'll put some right here because this is super sick. So I've done a catamaran before, which is also incredibly sick because Napali Coast is amazing. But this one, you actually go through the sea caves. So not only is it a bucket list adventure, but we're also gonna get a lot of footage for the resort as well to cut in. Like I said on the last one when we went to the waterfall, I like to get different adventures and different things around the destination to kind of include in some of the videos and photos I do for resorts. So this is one of them. All right, guys, so we just made it to the boat dock. It's about, what is it, 7:15 in the morning? And it's gonna be a 4-hour tour. So we're going all the way around Napali Coast, going through the caves. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's those little boats right there that we're gonna take. And we are super stoked.
I'm so excited.
We're officially on the boat. We're gonna have to put this away though, because we don't want it to fly overboard.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. That was probably one of the best experiences I've done literally in Hawaii.
We just wrapped up the Napali Pirates is who we went with, and we did the entire tour along the Napali Coast. Actually, apparently today is like a super rare day. It was super glassy pretty much the entire way, which allowed us to go into different caves. We could, yeah, there was some incredible caves. We also went further than they typically go just because a lot of times the swell picks up. So I think we got really lucky on it, which is awesome because as you'll see in the vlog, we got tons of different amazing shots off the boat. It's a little difficult to get shots, to be honest, unless you're using a GoPro. So I had the GoPro on a stick, but it's super bumpy because we're going like 30 miles an hour, but absolute blast. And now we're gonna go eat something. All right guys, we just got back to the resort and we are going up to the lobby right up there. And I'm gonna try to do a drone out shot where Abby kind of like walks to the edge. And there's this really cool feature of the front of this hotel where a waterfall basically comes out of the lobby and goes all the way down to the pool. So we're gonna try to get a shot that kind of encompasses that entire thing. Tough lighting situation because it's like pretty dark in the lobby. Obviously out there it's like super sunny, so I'm contemplating potentially doing like an auto exposure on this just to see if it works better. I'm gonna test out a few different things. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we just finished up shooting the lobby. Now we're taking kind of a little bit of a break because, as you can see, it's a little bit cloudy outside. And we're gonna shoot a s'mores scene as well as a sunset cool drink scene. And then we're gonna go over to the Holo Holo Grill over there and shoot a nighttime scene that has some of the torches and stuff. But that's all happening over the course of the next 2 hours, but we've been going pretty much nonstop since like 7 a.m. this morning. So one of the perks is that you can just take a break. All right guys, good morning. So today unfortunately is our last day at the resort and kind of reserved all day today to shoot the pool. So what I typically do is I'll try to check out as late as possible. Unfortunately I can only check out at 11, but we have a car here, so we're gonna put our stuff in the car and our flight is until 5. So we pretty much have all day to shoot the pool. And as you probably know by now, this pool has been voted the best pool in America. There it is behind us. For USA Today. So there is a lot of great stuff to shoot, and basically we have a whole lot of locations to knock out today, so let's go. One of the things about pools is they get really busy, especially during midday. So what I found to be the best time to actually do the pools is between like 7:30 a.m. and like 9 a.m. basically before most of the people arrive at the pool, because anytime after that there's just gonna be tons of people out there and it's gonna be pretty difficult. But you can kind of see there's a guy cleaning it right now. The one thing that is kind of something you got to keep in mind when you shoot pools is hairs. Hairs get wet and it takes a while for them to dry, so you kind of got to organize your day around that. So we just finished up the majority of the pool shots that we need Abby's hair to be dry. We have like 2 more, but we're actually going to go up to the cafe real quick because I think breakfast closes real soon, and we wanted to set up a little cafe scene up there, and we're going to come back. Hopefully by then the bar's open, we can get a fruity looking drink. We can finish up the shots with Abby's hair that needs to be dry, and then we'll get shots of her floating and swimming around and doing all kinds of other stuff. Yeah, it's kind of our plan.
Got my tea this morning and we did some pool shots earlier, and then I'm gonna dive into the water and get my hair wet and stuff. So save the hair wet stuff for the very end, because after my hair gets wet I just look like a drowned rat and you can't really do anything else.
We just finished up the majority of the pool stuff with the exception of the water slide, which doesn't open till 11. But the pool's starting to fill up. There's tons of people. Like, you look in the back, there's tons of people back here. So that's another great reason that you got to show up early, because it's about 10:30 right now. We got to actually check out at 11, so we're hustling back to the room, checking out, then we're gonna come back, shoot some poolside food, as well as the water slide, and then we'll be done for the day. All right, and that is a wrap on this 3-day shoot. So final deliverables is 5 pictures and 10 Instagram reels, essentially. So I'm gonna put those together, and that's basically what the deliverables are. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you like this vlog style where I kind of go behind the scenes of exactly what I do on these shoots. Hopefully this is helpful. If so, make sure to give a huge subscribe to the channel, share this video with any friend that you have that wants to do resorts, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.